everybody, one of Wiisdom here, January 2nd, 2018, 2:40 in the morning. What better time to take on some Skylanders research in the new year? And what better way to begin with our New Year's installments of Skylanders research than with the supreme evil overlord of Skylands, Kaos. So, Kaos,
Bow down before my supreme awesomeness.
as delivered, clocks in. He has, 280 health, right? If I'm not mistaken. His attack, 12, armor, 8, speed or agility, 8, and luck, 12. Now, if we come in here, we'll get started with his box stock abilities. You got Brain Bash, XXX to attack with a series of close-range mind weapons. Then secondary attack is Psychic Shot. Press BBB to attack with a series of long-range mind weapons. So, the way this pans out, it's a lot to take in, but it's not too crazy just yet. Brain Bash, the primary, again, close range. I have a hard time telling what the second one is. The first attack... Oh, I had never seen the axe before. Okay, so the sword, which I assume is for a knight, is going to be 73 to 130. And then I guess, is that the axe, this one? Yeah. Okay, let me add that in real quick. So that would replicate your smasher. So sword, 73 to 130. Axe is equal to 73 to 130. And then, so those two alternate on your primary. Alright. Now that second one, is it cycling between two as well? Okay, because I feel like that is a staff, and I feel like that is two swords, which would be our swashbucklers and our sentinels, maybe? It's hard to say, but essentially there's 1, 2, and 3. So there's one, and again, it's going to cycle between a sword and an axe, which if I had to guess, that would be a knight and a smasher. And then if I 1, 2, you're going to have what you just saw there, which I think is paying tribute to the sentinel. And then I assume it'll change. This time it did. The two swords, I would assume, is paying tribute to a swashbuckler. And then if you 1, 2, 3, dadgum, you get that, which all I could tell you is it's probably a brawler, right? Sort of like Chaos Cat Claws, but it's basically a brawler. So, the sword and the axe are going to do 73 to 130. The staff, and when it cycles over to... It's almost always... Okay, there it was. I guess it cycles pretty much every time, but the staff... Or I should say the Sentinel staff, or the Swashbuckler's dual swords, are going to be 49 to 74. And then the Brawler is going to end on 101 to 152. So, you start with 73, your second time spamming the button is going to be 49, and then your third is going to be the big hit 101 to 152. And I'm actually going to change the way I have this done. So... I'm going to back that out of my spreadsheet forever. And we're going to do sword and axe is equal to 73 to 130. And then we're going to do swash and sentinel equals 49 to 74. Let's get rid of the equal sign to save even more space. Plus I don't have it in the cell below. So, and then brawler 101 to 152. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let me get rid of the... I did have equal signs there. Oh, but okay, yeah. That's because it's... Okay, don't want to say because it'll spoil it. So, that is the primary. 1, 2, 3. And it's basically got 2 variations on the first, between the sword and the axe. 2 variations on the second attack, between the swashbuckler and the sentinel. And then you will always end with a standalone, what I assume is a tribute to the brawler. So, secondary attack, it's sort of our long-range one that's called Psychic Shot. Every time you start out, it's the bow. It doesn't always look the same. Sometimes it looks like more of an orbish thing. But it's basically... Dadgum. Wait, that's a bazooka, isn't it? Yep, okay. Take that back. So, let me fix this one too. Bow in bazooka, which, yeah, I guess we'll stick with that, is going to be 67 to 101. So, dadgum. There's our bazooka. There's your bow. Bazooka, bow. Bazooka, bow. Still can't get a crit, but trust me, 101 will be the number. If you press B in quick succession, you move on and you've got the staff there, right? Now, the staff seems to appear every time, and it does something different. It doesn't do just one singular hit. It's going to do 17 to 26, and as best I can tell, it's registering 5 instances of damage. So essentially, 17x5 is going to be 85. 26x5 would be, what, 130, right? So 85 to 130 there, which is actually the most powerful out of all of our secondary attacks, and second only to the grand finale of the primary attack with the brawler. So that's one, bow and bazooka. Two, which is steady and stable, is going to be the sorcerer every time, the staff, if you will. And then the third hit, I, for the life of me, have not been able to successfully count the sheer number of these, but they hit the same at 22 to 33, and you've got a mix of shurikens and bullets because we're basically paying tribute to ninjas and quick shots. So one, dadgum, I'm hitting the wrong button. 1, 2, and then 3. There's shurikens, 1, 2. There's shurikens again, 1, 2. There's the quick shot stuff. So it kind of seems to be at random, or is it a 2 and 2 pattern? Shurikens, do we get shurikens again? Yes. Now will we get quick shot back to back? There's one. Do we get it again?
Try this on.
Yes. Okay, if we repeat this a third time, I'm gonna say that is what we will run with. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it good at that. So sword and axe 73 to 130, swash and sentinel 49 to 74, brawler 101 to 152, bow and bazooka 67 to 101. Sorcerer. So let's go ahead and shurikens and quick shot, and then I'll just, you know what, wait. Shurikens or quick shot 22 to 33, and either repeats 2x and then switches. So hopefully that makes sense. It's not a huge deal. You're always going to do 22 to 33 regardless of if you're shooting bullets or throwing shurikens. But basically, if you're just spamming this, if you want to attack from long range and you're going to spam it, you're going to throw shurikens for 2 cycles, and then you're, well, come on. Yeah, okay. I'm good with it because it must stop. So let me stop on the...
This is too easy.
Okay. We're going to stop right there because we've always just spammed this. I assume what happened at the start of this cycle is we had ended off on the first cycle of the quick shot, which we've just replicated. So when I 1, 2, 3 again, we should in theory have the second round of the quick shot cycle. Bow, staff, quick shot. Yeah. So... why it's set up that way, I couldn't tell you. The bow and the bazooka cycle every single time, right? Bow. And then bazooka. And then bow. Yeah, so... and again, you can just luckily tap that and confirm it, right? So it's a pretty steady switch. But then at the end, quick shot or the ninja tribute, it's going to cycle. So does that matter to anybody? Probably not. But if you watch this, you're the person that it's most likely to, in fact, matter to. And that's why we cover it. So now before we move on to the base upgrades like most people would, does Kaos have a jump attack? And the answer is yes. So check this out. If I jump and do a secondary attack, we have the bow, and we have the bazooka. They do the exact same damage. It takes, of course, a downward trajectory as it homes in, but it's pretty cool. And now if you're thinking, okay, so he's going to jump up, and he's going to switch between the sword and the axe. Whoop-de-doo, 73 to 130, right? Nope, he does that, and it's pretty awesome. It's basically a situation, if you're far enough away, the shockwave, the ring of fire, whatever you want to call it, mind magic, I don't know. The ring itself is going to do 67 to 101. So it's the exact same damage if you jump in primary or you jump in secondary. Attack is what you choose to execute. The skull itself will actually do 67, but I've never been able to, you know, ride off 67 from the skull and 67 from the ring on the same target. If you hold X, you get nothing. If you just tap X, it does the same thing. It would sort of be cool if that had a ghost roaster flare and you could just run around like that, but hey, then that would make ghost roaster not as cool. Let me change the way I worded jump attack. I had primary head shock, which that works for me. The secondary will be bow and bazooka. I'm going to change. I had orb down. So this makes way more sense. I was thinking, man, they used the sorcerer twice. But now we've got everything covered. So primary attack is going to cover the knight, number 1. Number 2, a smasher. Number 3, a swashbuckler. Number 4, a sentinel. And number 5, a brawler. The secondary attack, the psychic shot, your long range, is going to cover a bowslinger, a bazooker, a sorcerer, a ninja, and a quick shot. So what do we have? 5 for the primary, 5 for the secondary. That makes a grand total of 10. And how many battle classes are there? Everyone in unison? 10. Yes. Makes sense, doesn't it? I thought so. So, with that said, it's really not that complicated, but it's cool. And it's worth noting, and it's probably something most people don't care about. They're like, yeah, 73, wow, cool, whatever, you know. And we don't do that here. We take time to document things as they should be documented. So, let's get in here and do the fancy stuff now. Because believe it or not, all that time we spent, like 12 minutes, it was dedicated to box stock abilities. Up next, 4,500 is our tertiary attack. It is called Portal Practitioner. Press Y to call forth a Doomlander to fight for you. This could be insane. I wonder if we have all 10 here. I don't know. Who is that? That's a swashbuckler? Right? He has 2 swords, doesn't he? I think so. Okay. Is it the same every time, or is there literally 10 of them? Don't attack him, please.
That's what I like to see.
Is that 1 sword or 2? That's 1 sword. Okay, so now how many times is he going to attack? That was like 9.5. I'm going to go ahead and call it 10. So Portal Practitioner, Knight, 17 to 26, 3 times for 10 cycles. Now, what I mean by that, every single time this guy hit, it wasn't just doing 17 to 26. It did 17 to 26 3 times on a spin cycle. So he's going to hit at 17, and then hit at 17, hit at 17. Pause. We've done 17 to 26 3 times, and then that repeats 10 times, which is absurdly ridiculous and awesome in the same token. So 17 to 26 3x, 1 instance, 1 round of damage from this guy is going to be 51 to 78, and then you multiply that by 10, 510 to 780. I can just press this button. Oh, and it did 22 impact damage as well? Good lord. There's cycle 4, cycle 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, only got 8 that time. Anyway, I mean, I counted like 9.5. There are times that if he's not positioned correctly, he might just hit once or twice. There are times when he's positioned right between the dummies, he's hitting you know, 3 on this one and 3 on the other one, or 3 and 2, or 3 and 1. Bonus damage, if you will. I want to see, is there really entry damage of 22? Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you saw that, there was one period there where he just kind of roamed around like an idiot and went away from the dummies. I feel like he could have gotten the 10th cycle. I'm going to go ahead and stick with 10. It might be 9. Sometimes they might do 6, but, you know, the duration will be the same. So 9, 17 and 26, 3x, 10 cycles. Spawns 22 to 33 on impact. Now the next question, does it cycle? Like, can you have more than one active? And if I press Y and then Y again, will we have a swashbuckler? Or will we have a smasher or a bazooker? I don't know the answers to that, but we're going to find out. So there's 1. There's 2. Okay, you can only have 1 active. And it looks like it's going to be a knight every time. I mean, that looks like 1 blade. It's totally 1 blade. All right. So... let me see here. Oh no, somebody gave up on hardcore parkour and shotgun farmers. That's a great game. If you haven't checked it out yet, I encourage you to do so. 17, only 1 at a time. So there we go. We've got that taken care of. I feel pretty good with that synopsis that we've made. And it's time to move on to the second base upgrade, if you will, which is Doom Sharks. If you played SSA, you know all about Doom Sharks. It's about time they get some recognition. Hold B to summon a wave of heat-seeking Doom Sharks. So what if you fight a cold enemy? Like if I was fighting Chill Bill, would it not pursue him because he's too cool? I don't know. And if Chill Bill was a character and we had PvP, I could get an answer for you, but we don't have either of those. Ridiculous, I know. Alright, so this should be good. Whoops, that's the Nintendo button. And I did it again. Hold B? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Gotta wait for this guy to go now. Alright, so here we go. Oh, it's glorious. It's better than I imagined. 50 to 75. Oh, yeah. For the life of me, I don't know if I'll be able to count those. I'm greatly hindered in my ability to count things by the presence of that idiot buzzard over there, which only appears after defeating Kaos in the Air of Chaos. I guess I could technically fight the game, but that'll take time. So, 1, 2, 3, kind of in front of the dummy. 4. 5, 6, 7. Is it 8? Dang it. Let me... Okay, this isn't going to work good either, I don't think, but... I think it's 8. It's like 7 or 8. It's not a huge deal, but 50 to 75. 8 sharks? I'll put a question mark. And again, the bullets and the shurikens, I could pause the video and count it, but I can't do that in real time. So my apologies.
Impressive!
Let's go ahead now and hit up Portal Party. Oh no. Oh no. They both look like they're knights. But this is going to be huge. 900, what a steal that is. Alright, so let's press Y.
I summon
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it going to be 9? Maybe I should adjust that. Anyway, let's make sure the second guy is a knight as well. He is. So I think it's like 8 to 10. So I'm going to go ahead and call it 9. Let me change this for 9 cycles. I swear that first time I had 9.5, but it's going to vary anyway, and truth of the matter is you're going to kill a crud ton of stuff. So summon 2 Doomlanders at a time. 17 to 26, 3x for 9 cycles per Doomlander. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. So let's just run with the 10 because it's easy math. Essentially 51 to 78. So 510 to 780. We're going to double that now. We've got 1,020 if you do 0 critical hits. And then 780x2 would be 1,560. And that's, you got to realize, while you've got that Doomlander running around, you can just be over here doing whatever. And it's just on top of their, ooh, that nearly hit the buzzard. Bottom line, it's absurd what that attack does. So now we have Doom Hands. Hold X, so we're holding B, our secondary attack for the Doom Sharks. And we hold X, to summon giant hands of doom to smash your enemies. This is a classic Chaos maneuver. Now let's go ahead and pick it up for 1,200. I'm back out of here. And let's do it. So we're probably going to swing the sword or the axe. And then we will be ready for the fist. Oh, that's so cool. And the range is fantastic. I wonder how far we can get and still do that. I'm going to run the risk of hitting that moron. And it could hone in on him. Oops. Okay, that's not the area. Oh yeah, really good range. Oh yeah, they honed in from off the screen edge, so that's pretty cool. 157 as well. Do you ever get two? It's kind of a shame each fist doesn't do its own thing. But I guess, if you looked at it as being like 78.5 a piece or something, there's our crit. 236 one finally showed up. So Doom Hands, 157 to 236. Sweet, am I right? And what I think we will do here, just because it's probably going to be pretty cool, let's go ahead and cover some other things here. So, right here, Soul Gem. I'm going to go ahead and showcase it here, and then we'll showcase it with both of the upgrade paths. But Doom Portal. Hold Y to open a Doom Portal and rain down the ultimate Portal Master weapons. So this is going to be hold your tertiary. And is the ultimate Portal Master weapon going to be Imaginators? Let's find out. And the thing is, we're going to spawn in one of these goofs too. Wait, are those anvils? 25 to 38. It's going to be so hard to know how many times we're hitting. Was that 13? If that's supposed to be something funny, I can't really tell if it's like a stack of books, a package, a boulder, an anvil. I'm not real sure. So 25 to 38, 13x maybe? Plus what you're doing with your, portal practitioner slash portal party aspects, which are absurdly high. So I think that's the reason it's not more impressive. 25 to 38, 13 times. Even if it was 10, that's 250 to 380. But you're doing 250 to 380 while you have a knight running around on the ground. So we'll check it out in more detail when we check out the paths. But we also have, it's not the Sky Chi. A lot of people probably call this the Sky Chi. Note, if you read, this is the Doom Chi power. That's right. Chaos doesn't have Sky Chi power. He has Doom Chi power. Fear my giant floating head. The ultimate chaos attack. Hold right trigger to perform your Doom Chi power. Use left stick to aim your eye lasers. I would have said laser eyes, but eye lasers works too. So here we go. Let's see what we can do. Now, why isn't it working? It's not working. What am I missing? We've been through. It shows that we have it. Hold the right trigger. Huh. I'm holding right trigger. Wait. Yeah. Right button does nothing. Left trigger zooms in. Left button is a hint. Either my right trigger is broken or that does not function. So, frantically, we will run up here. If you're wondering why I'm avoiding the buzzard so much, it's because if we were to interact with him, I would have to switch away from Chaos for the simple reason we cannot run the risk of leveling this guy up. Alright, I'd actually played with him and we had him at level 2, so I had to reset him and get a bunch of cash before I started this. Nonetheless, I've never had an attack not work. You know, it might not do what you want it to, but this is like either the button's broken or the game is broken. So, oh, it works here. Spawn. Stop. Okay.
Impressive. I know.
Alright, let's get a bunch of these things in here. We probably blew that, but hey, that's incentive for you to come back and check out the paths, right? So here we go. Oh, I can't do it again? Stupid. Alright, well, it's been a long time since we've messed with a standard Imaginator. I mean, standard character, not an Imaginator, if you will. Let me see. Can I count the numbers? There was 3 there. And then 3 there, but 1 ran into the switch. I think it's 7. Is it 7 or is it going to be 8? Maybe it's 7. I think it's 7. Okay. I'm going to change that to 7 sharks. I thought it was 8 downstairs, but hey, I had the question mark, so we're good. That said, I am going to end this video. His box stock abilities are super cool. Not complicated, but very complex, if that makes any sense at all, which it may not. But they're very neat. They pay tribute to all 10 of the battle classes, so regardless of which one is your favorite, they've got you covered. The jump attack's pretty cool. 67 and 101 either way. But I do like that you've got something unique. And then it's, if you're like, man, but yeah, they did the bow and the bazooka, you know, for the secondary attack. You got to realize a lot of Skylanders, when they have a jump attack, it's only off the primary. So Chaos has a jump attack off of the primary and the secondary. Yes, it's the same damage regardless. Yes, it's kind of redundant with the bow and the bazooka, but we do have that head shock thing, which is awesome. His tertiary attack is ridiculously OP. It's going to be something people are going to look at and be like, 17 to 26, that's stupid. Yeah, but it's doing it 3 times per cycle, and there's roughly 8 to 10 cycles. Then, with Portal Party, you get 2 Doomlanders. Doom Sharks and Doom Hands are both just kind of like a fun thing, and overall, this is pretty cool. It's what you would expect with Chaos. So, top path, bottom path, best path, worst path, preferred path, non-preferred path. It's all coming. So, if you're enjoying this, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Wiisdom.com is my website. Skylanderclub.com is a forum. If you get off on stuff like this, if this is what you enjoy, if this is what you crave, if you're watching this video and you've never seen my content and you're like, whoa, somebody cared about the numbers, man. That's right. That's what I do. And the forum is a place for you, SkylanderClub.com. Check it out. It's free to sign up. You can just browse around, whatever floats your boat. I created it, I run it, and again, I made it for people like yourself, so take advantage of it. I stream all of the chapters, a lot of the live research. Plan to be streaming some Imaginator creations on Twitch, twitch.tv/oneofwiisdom. I am an affiliate there, so if you care to subscribe, you can. All it does is eliminate ads. It would support me, or it's supposed to. Whether it does or not, who knows. But if you're on Amazon Prime, if you did not know, you get a free subscription to Twitch Prime. You can pick one channel and subscribe to it and not have ads. I stream pretty much nightly with Shotgun Farmers, mix in Skylanders and Super Mario Odyssey. So that's something you can do. You can avoid the ads. Because on Twitch, unlike on YouTube, ads are not skippable. So you're going to be sitting 30 to 40 seconds or so before you get to start watching something. But check that out. I stream on Mixer sometimes. I wish it had direct export to YouTube because their user interface obliterates both Twitch and YouTube. So that's that. But hey, I'm excited to check out his paths. We'll see which one we like better. And fear not, for I have 2 Kaoses, and we will not have to reset or settle. We have both active at the drop of a hat, the switch of a character. We can go back and forth. So that said, the Sky Chi, Doom Chi, I should say, will investigate in better detail here shortly. But stay tuned, and I will get you back here for the next thrilling installment of Skylanders Research. Adios.